Welcome to the channel Dan, the Ideas Man. This week we explore the idea of using fuels now powering transportation to power our everyday lives instead to help peak requirements and cover the downtime of renewables, whilst we wait for the holy grail of energy, fusion. After all, energy demands are only increasing, and the expansion of renewables cannot keep up with the demand. And of course, the robots are coming. It is a little known fact that the majority of vehicles on the road run on engines with a maximum efficiency of 40% and mostly run around 15 to 20% due to age. Wear and tear on any engine reduces the efficiency. However, there are exceptions to this rule, and there are now a few engines that can boast up to 50% efficiency using petrol as the combustible. Cough, cough, cough. We all know diesel engines are far more efficient, up to a third of the efficiency over petrol. However, they are still challenged by the next factor that many forget when considering the efficiency of an engine used for transportation: kinetics. Kinetic energy. So many losses are made in the gearing, transmission and all other moving parts, reducing efficiencies of 50, 40% to as low as 20, 30% in power delivery to motion. Then there is the case for pulling the black stuff out of the ground nowadays. It is becoming far less cost effective, and we really need to start using what we have far more efficiently if we are to survive into a galactic future. Oil resources are finite, after all. So the idea is just a general rethink on how we power ourselves, enabling the electric transition in transportation a smoother ride, whilst taking advantage of all the energy locked up in the fuels we currently only get, at best, 20 to 40% of the energy out of. I mean, don't forget the robots. As we speak, there are some companies pushing this idea all the way into practical use, over in the USA at least. One such company is Mainspring Energy, who have developed a linear generator that offers zero carbon energy generation with, wait for it, any fuel type whatsoever. This amazing machine will generate electricity linearly with any fuel, without combusting it at all, which keeps the fuel energy to usable energy conversion very close, rather than tipping those energies directly into the atmosphere through heat and chemical energy. Have a quick look at their machine in action. They are currently running these on location at few manufacturing sites in the US to provide the exact energy requirements of the site during the downtime of the solar on those sites. And this is certainly one of the best ways this can be utilised. Instead of diesel generators on site for a fail-safe, linear generators using fuel daily to light up the local grid during the night or in times of peaking demand. And as easily as this tech can be applied to manufacturing sites, small community grids and the like, it could just as easily be scaled up for regional and national grids as well. Let's take a look at another bit of electricity generation tech that can also use any fuel that is given. The Cosworth Delta Catalytic Generator, for instance.
The Delta Cosworth Catalytic Generator, or CatGen, is a zero-emission capable, lightweight and compact generator, enabling electrification for a multitude of sectors. It is a simple device that brings pre-existing technologies together in an innovative and clean package. The CatGen is fuel agnostic, giving it the ability to run on any liquid or gaseous fuel, and takes advantage of the recuperated Brayton cycle, spinning a turbine which is directly connected to a generator to produce electrical power. In the first stage of the operation process, air is sucked in through the intake and is compressed, increasing the temperature and pressure considerably. The compressed air then passes through the recuperator or heat exchanger and is heated further, using energy recovered from the exhaust gases. Fuel is introduced into the heated air and reacts continuously as it passes through the catalyst, raising the temperature to 1050 degrees Celsius to further increase the flow energy. The reaction process within the catalyst is flameless. It is not a combustion event. Instead, it is a highly controlled heat release or exothermic reaction. The expanding hot gases spin the turbine up to 110,000 RPM, driving the compressor and generator both located on a common shaft. The cycle is continuous, with more air being compressed and heated. The used exhaust gases still contain a large amount of heat energy from the reaction process. This high-energy waste gas flows back through the heat exchanger, heating the intake gases as part of an energy recovery process. The final gases exit the catgen at less than 350 degrees Celsius. Thanks to the energy recovered using the heat exchanger, fuel is only used for half of the work, to increase the temperature from 650 to 1050 degrees Celsius. The result of this is increased efficiency and reduced fuel usage. The specially developed electric machine attached to the end of the catgen produces 35 kilowatts of electrical power, which can be utilised for a range of purposes. Charging batteries in vehicles, providing stationary or mobile power, the applications are almost endless.
Already covered on another video on this channel, the generator offers efficiencies over 90% with the reduced emissions, as the carbon is captured before the exhaust is dumped into the atmosphere. Although these delta generators are only small and offer a solution to vehicle hybridization and personal home electric generation, they could easily be scaled up for grid-scale energy generation also. So even though we have so many people fighting day to day over the electrification of transportation, something that is happening anyway, as it needs to. And many are crying blue murder on the future of the industry that has gotten us to this point in our technological age of scarce abundance. They needn't bother. There will be many such generators all over the place, at people's homes, at their places of work, and, if the idea in this video is taken seriously enough, replacing peaker plants with these cleaner, greener, and wholly more efficient energy generators. I mean, after all, the robots are coming. So, what do you think?
Federal studies are being conducted in your community. Would you like to know more?
Then like and subscribe on YouTube or follow me on X. See you all in the next video. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen factors, this video will be the last one of the year, as my attention is being pulled in another direction for now. So, keep an eye out for more. Once we get into February,
several months later,
or a little later, and until then, keep a lookout for new tech or scientific developments that we might feature in next season's videos.